Hi, welcome to our newly designed Lajes Cockpit, where we're going to take you on a flight around Lajes Field and show you what the men and women of Lajes have been up to. My name is Ricky Baptista, and I'm the Chief of Public Affairs for the 65th Air Base Group. So buckle up. And get your holiday spirit. And get ready for a smooth ride around Lajes. In the studio today, we have several guests to talk about Lajes Field and Operation Holiday Spirit. First off, I would like to introduce the 65th Air Base Group Commander, Tammy Hingston. Ma'am, welcome to the show, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
Well, thank you for having me. First of all, since it is our inaugural flight, I'm not just going to give you regular boring nuts from a boring plane. We're going to have emerald nuts. But since it's COVID, these are only 100 calories because I don't want you to, gain any of that COVID weight.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And I'll enjoy these during our flight.
And I'd like to also thank our Portuguese Air Force for donating these seats for our new Lajes Connect cockpit.
Yes, it was a wonderful gesture on their part, and we'll make sure to have them in on the show.
Absolutely.
And enjoy. Well, ma'am, 2020 has been a very challenging yet successful year. Since you've been here, what have you seen, and what can you say about the 65th Air Base Group and 2020?
Well, first of all, we have survived 2020, and that in and of itself is a success. But also our group has opened 2 landing zones, not just here at Lajes Field, but at Morone. So that's another huge success. The 765th Air Base Squadron was born, where we merged the GSA, parts of the GSA and the Civil Engineering Squadron, which is another exciting thing that we've done. We supported 1,000-ish military sorties out of our runway here at Lajes Field, and we've also supported a lot of Navy sorties supporting their P-8 mission. And I can't mention all the other wonderful, amazing things that our people do here, but it's been a successful year and looking forward to another successful year.
So even through the COVID challenges, Lajes Field still shows its strategic importance in the overall USAFE mission and Air Force mission. I mean, opening up 2 runways is not something that you hear about every day. It's a big deal, and we were very happy to work with the Portuguese Air Force and get that posted out there. And it was a great success, and hopefully we'll see some more aircraft coming through here.
Absolutely. We weren't able to land on it with an Air Force plane yet. So we're looking forward to General Olson coming from Ramstein and being the first. That
would be good, having our wing commander inaugurate the first U.S. Air Force flight on Bull Run landing zone.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So Lajes is also going into the holiday season, the 2020 holiday season. Do you have anything that you would like to share for our folks? There's obviously constrictions and restrictions, our unaccompanied members, difficulties with families. We have some members here that, this may be their first Christmas outside of the family. And so any advice that you have for our folks, any guidance that you'd like to share?
Well, I would always recommend or remind them to use technology to its full capability. I just came from Ramstein, and the capabilities that we have for internet access here are amazing. So Wi-Fi, if you don't have it, come to most of our buildings here on the base. Do Zoom calls with your family, do Facebook calls with your family. You've got Hangouts, you have WhatsApp. There's so many capabilities to be able to electronically connect with your family, so do that. This year, I have a daughter in Guam, I have a daughter in Maryland. The oldest son is in Brazil. My husband and my other daughter are in Colorado. So we have people all over the world, just in my immediate family. And so that's how we're going to connect this season, is we're going to do Zoom calls and see everybody's smiling faces across the digits. So I would recommend that. The other thing I would recommend is do small gatherings in your home. Invite people that you work with into your home. Play games, make new traditions. You're on a beautiful island try the Portuguese food. Ocean View is having a cooking class, and they are teaching Portuguese turkey and stuffing. But take a cooking class, eat the local cod. That's the thing for Christmas here, which I've already ordered from the commissary. I'm not gonna try it because it's fish, but I'm gonna eat it. I'm just not gonna cook it. So try the local fare, get out and see the island. If we have another day like this, go do some hiking. So you can do so much. Don't let COVID stop you. Just do what you want to do with a twist, with a COVID twist. Wear a mask, don't stay too close. Do those kind of things, but you can still do what you want to do. You just need to do it with a COVID twist.
Awesome. So I heard then, what I understood you saying is that you're going to provide the turkey, I guess, for the folks in the front office and in building T112 after you've learned how to cook it the Portuguese way. Is that correct?
So you haven't had your hearing test recently.
Excuse me?
Exactly.
No, that's great. Getting those classes and learning new things is a great way to be able to circumvent COVID. It shouldn't be able to, COVID will not stop us from evolving or from progressing. We just need to find new ways of doing stuff and creating new traditions. I think that's fabulous and so true, not only for our active duty members, but also for the local national workforce and people that live on the island. You know, our normal traditions may have to change a little bit so we can go back to them in the future.
Yes, and you're going to have a few moments to talk with Master Sergeant Forbes, and she's going to tell you what we're doing here and what we're doing at Maroon for holiday cheer. And then you're also going to talk to Elizabeth Silva, and she's going to talk about some resources. If you need to talk to someone or you just need to reach out, and some other things that are available just in case you're having a rough time.
Awesome. Well, ma'am, I know a little secret of yours, which is in your office you have a crystal ball. And so in that crystal ball, I hear that you're able to see some of the future. And so one of my questions for you is, what can we expect in 2021? And if you have any professional or personal resolutions that you would be willing to share with us.
Well, the last time I looked in it, I don't know if you know, but the crystal ball flipped it, and then we had 2020. So I don't look at it anymore because it was very ineffective last year.
That's the magic 8 ball.
But what I see is we're going to have the renovation, grand opening of the headquarters building, which I'm kind of excited about. I'd be more excited if I was actually going to be here, but I'm kind of afraid that it's going to be after I leave. Top of the Rock Commons is going to open also, which is really great for the people that are going to be there, but I'm also kind of afraid it might be after I leave. So that's really exciting for the people that are going to be here. There's going to be a bunch of change of commands, so there's going to be a little bit of a transition. This is where I want to thank our local national employees for your patience, your kindness, your goodness, your continuity as we all transition through the leaders transition this summer. So there's going to be a lot going on. For me, I see a wedding in my future, not mine, but my daughter's. So my youngest daughter will be getting married August 13th, so I'm really looking forward to that too. So that's kind of another thing personally that I see in my future.
Those are wonderful events and a lot of good things happening for Team Lajes in 2021. I think we're all excited to see good things happen and get this COVID behind us.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, ma'am, do you have any final thoughts for Team 6-5? Anything you'd like to share?
Just as we start rolling into 2021, I'd like to thank everybody out there. We have survived 2020. It's kind of sucked. Can I say sucked? It's kind of not been fun, but we've made it. We've made it in one piece. You guys are doing a great job. We've been able to execute the mission. We've been able to take care of our coworkers, take care of our families. We've made it. And so I hope you are as proud of yourselves as I am of you, and I'm humbled to be working with you every single day. So I thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, Colonel Hingston, and we'll see you again in the new year.
Sounds great.
We now have the 765th Air Base Squadron Superintendent, Master Sergeant Shalisa Forbes, in the studio with us.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in and taking time out of your schedule to come and talk to us. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what your responsibilities here are at the 65th Air Base Group?
Sure. So I am originally from the U.S. Virgin Islands. I recently arrived here, well, not too recent, but in August of 2020, I arrived here from Korea. So far, with the COVID restrictions, it's been A good time. I've been able to explore the beautiful island of Terceira. I've been able to travel to San Miguel and also learn about the culture and get in tune with the local members here on the island. Some of my responsibilities, I'm the sole services person here. I wear many hats. One, mortuary affairs. I work closely with the 4th Support Squadron, CE, we have contracting. We have a lot of members under the 765th, so there's a lot going on.
So you haven't been here for a long time. Welcome to the island. It's great. It's great to have you, and it's always fun to have islanders from a different island come in and share their experiences with us, and they understand our culture a little bit. So from your position, what can Lajes Airmen expect for this holiday season? What activities can they participate in, and what's happening?
So for the month of December, we have a list of activities going on. We call it Operation Holiday Cheer. So from the 2nd to the 15th of December, we have the door decorating contest, and we have POCs designated so members can sign up via email or SharePoint. Another one that we have is, we actually just had it today, the Operation Cookie Drop. We had 3 different types of cookies with hot chocolate and hot apple cider, and it was a hit. Everyone loved the cookies and they just came out, so group leadership and the squadron commanders can tell them happy holidays as well as give them snacks. Another event we had yesterday was the Holiday Carol Remix, where we got members from different units come together and they would sing different clips of the song Jingle Bell Rock. We had marketing and PA would help with those different clips, and they will combine it together to make one full video. So I'm very excited to see what the outcome of that will be. We should see that before we actually go off for our holidays on about the 23rd of December. Another event we have next week is the holiday shout-outs or holiday greetings. So 2020 was a tough time. We have a lot of members here that's never been away from their families. You have some members that just want to just send out a greeting with a nice Christmas background. But we're making that happen for them. They can come to the Ocean View on the 14th, 16th, and 18th of next week, where they will have a backdrop and they can say happy holidays to their family and friends and be able to share it on social media. Another event we have too is the ugly sweater holiday colors for uniform of the day. That will be taking place on the 23rd of December. What that is that Colonel Hinkson is going to authorize members to wear appropriate ugly sweaters or holiday colors as the uniform of the day, military and our civilian counterparts. The last thing we have is leadership walk around. So in order to keep the base safe and keep the 24-hour operations going, we have members that don't get like Christmas and some of those days off. So we have the group leadership are going to walk around and just tell every member, that are working on that day, thank you, and we appreciate you guys holding down the fort. So that's part of the leadership walk around. So there's so many things going on here at Lajes, as well as Marooned. We have POC over there as well. So a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff, and anytime you put cookies in there, there's always going to be a lot of people involved in hot chocolate. If people have questions, can they contact you on these activities, or can they see the information on the Lajes FSS website so they can get an idea for specific dates?
So for specific dates, there are advertisement that went out through PA via email. So they have links, they have POCs and ways that they can sign up for the multiple events that we have going on. And if all else fails, you guys can contact me. I'll be happy to talk to you about all of the events that we have going on here at Lajes and at Marooned.
So those are awesome activities. Another question for you. So that's for the holiday season that's coming up. Do you have any programs or initiatives that airmen can look forward to in the new year? Anything that you have that you'd like to share?
Well, there's a lot of things that's going to go on for 2021. Hopefully COVID doesn't put a damper in it, but we have Offer Our programs, which is so military members will be able to take part of different programs that the Force Support Flight is going to put on. It could be from travel like trips to go to San Miguel or any of the other islands in the Azores. We have different tournaments, we have horseback riding, there's a lot of different things that we have going on. So members, please stay tuned to the Capina, did I say correct? The Capina. That's where a lot of the advertisements go out, as well as the For Support Facebook page. So just stay tuned for all the updated events, ways you can sign up, and then you can be able to see the pictures of when you do go on that trip, how much fun everyone is having. So there's a lot going on.
Awesome. Outside of those activities, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the group?
Yeah, so just being here, again, a lot of people are away from their families. Just be nice to people, invite people to go on different trips, tours, come in to have Christmas dinner, or just take part and be part of your family, because going into the holidays and going into the new year, everyone just wants to feel like they have somebody when they're away from their family. So be kind to each other.
Master Sergeant Forbes, thank you very much for joining us in the cockpit today.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
We now have Senora Elizabeth Silva, the Airmen and Family Readiness Center Information Specialist. Elizabeth, welcome.
Thank you, Ricky.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. So you're responsible for a lot of programs out of the Airmen and Family Readiness Center. Can you talk to us a little bit about these programs and how they affect Team Lajes?
Yes, sir. Like when our airmen get to lodges, they have to do a lot of processes, and especially with me too, because they have to go to a Right Start briefing, which is a mandatory briefing for all the newcomers, and other information that they need to know when they get here. So I provide those kind of information to them. They come to me basically with more questions, like if they need any assistance or any information, they do come to me. So yes, I think I'm a big part of the base. Absolutely.
You're one of the main focus points for the morale and wellness and welfare of the installation, and for folks that are here without their families, or kind of first time maybe out of continental US and they're overseas and they have questions about the local culture, and you're one of the first points of contact and one of the first faces they see, and so that's awesome. Now, I know that there are a lot of resources like Military One and wellness apps. Can you talk to us a little bit about those and what they do?
Yes, Ricky. The holidays are here, and due to the COVID situation, the pandemic situation, our airmen could go through a lot of stress and loneliness. They're away from their families. So yes, we have our MFLAC program, and we have the Military One Source program that we can provide to them if they need to talk to someone.
So the MFLAC is the Military
Life Counseling Families. So yes.
So they're available. They may not be here present, but we still have contacts for them.
Right now we have our MFLAC is Mr. Oscar Mass. He's a really great person. I keep base touches with him every week, but he's in the U.S. So right now the service is via telephone or via Teams. He's available. We even created with COM a DSN line, so they can have a straight line to contact our MFLAC. And he does a really good service too. It's a non-medical service, and it's open to our military folks and their families. Even their families, if they need his service, they can contact him.
So a great resiliency tool to be able to use. They can come and contact you, and they can get those avenues open. So if an individual is interested in getting more information or up to date, correct information as opposed to hearing it from the broken telephone type of thing, where can they go? Who can they contact?
Okay, so we have actually on our Lajes FSS website, under the Airmen and Family Readiness Center portion, I have requested to attach some links, direct links to the Military One Source. Like there's even a part of the wellness apps in Military One Source, which is a really good program. There's another link that I found, and it was really interesting because it helps our airmen do I'm going to give you an example, Ricky. I saw on there that you can do a potluck virtually with your family. It helps them, gives them tools and ideas for the holiday season that they can use to stay in touch with their families. So yes, or they can even come see me in my office or give me a phone call, shoot me an email. I am here to help our airmen on any kind of information and any help that they need. They can always come to me as well.
Awesome. So you're located in building T112 in the headquarters building. They can come and find you. You're on the global Silva, Elizabeth.
I'm the only one on base. So
Awesome. And your DSN number?
It's 535-4138.
So if you have any questions, you know who to call.
Yes.
Do you have anything else you'd like to share with Team 65?
Well, and wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Be safe. And like I said, if you need any help, please contact our resources. We have the Military One Source, like I said, and we have our MFLAG services. You can come to me with any type of questions that you need or help on this matter. I'm willing to help you guys. And please don't feel lonely. There's help out there. And I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth, for joining us on our maiden flight in the Lajes Cockpit.
Thank you, Ricky, for having me. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Well, as we're getting ready to land, you had a chance to see what's going on at Lajes Field and for the holidays of 2020. We want to thank you from the 65th Air Base Group family to your family and loved ones. Have happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe.